What's up, guys? My name's Chad. This is Das Kingman's Garage. Today we've got a 2008 Porsche 997.1 Carrera S cab, and we're going to show you how to flush your power steering fluid today. All right, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you where the return line is from the steering rack that goes back to the power steering reservoir in the back of the engine. What we're going to do is take that line, disconnect it. One end is going to go into a catch basin. The other end we're going to plug it with a rubber stopper. And then as we continuously fill the back of the engine where the reservoir is, we're going to turn the wheel left, turn the wheel right, and all that fluid is going to come from the power steering rack and then come to the return line into a catch basin. And until that goes from dark to pretty much like that mint green of the new Pentosan CHF 202 fluid, that's when we know we've flushed the system. So let's get started. 2008 Porsche 911 997.1 Carrera S cab, 6-speed manual. Today we are going to be flushing the power steering fluid out of the car. The symptom I'm getting right now is that when I go into a turn and make a right turn, after the turn's complete, the wheel will not center itself back, so as it should. So I'm thinking maybe the power steering fluid's bad. I did check the alignment, and the caster on the car is all correct. The alignment's good to go. So now that I know the alignment's good, I'm gonna go dive into the power steering fluid. This car has 141,000 miles on it, and it's around, I don't know, 15 years old. So at this point, it's not a bad time to change the fluid. So what we're gonna do is come into the car. I've already removed a lot of the panels under here, and the return line is what we're gonna go bleed. And the return line is the one that has these switchbacks. It's going to be the thicker of these two lines. And there's these two brass fittings here. This is your power steering. This is your pressurized line, which is more close to the passenger, and return line is more close to the driver. So what you're going to do, there's this little black clip that goes right here, prevents this nut from backing itself off. Remove that black clip. This is a 19 millimeter. This is 19 millimeter. This is the nut. So put your wrench, your 19 millimeter wrench right here, and then spin this nut and loosen it to loosen this up. We're gonna go put a little catch can under here to get some drippings. And then we're gonna use these rubber plugs to go plug the lines and move on to our next step. All right, so we are looking from the front of the car to the back of the car. Again, the return line is what we want to loosen up here. So we're gonna grab our two 19 millimeter wrenches. We're probably gonna make the biggest mess of all time, but here we go. So right now, all I'm doing is just loosening this backside nut here. All right, first couple drops are coming out. All right, there we go. Looking pretty good. Find the right, whoa, don't spill it. Okay. Got my little plug. Now the plug's gonna go to the rear of the engine, but we're gonna keep the, this one right here from the front of the car open, because we're gonna go turn the steering rack, the steering wheel, and we're gonna go pump fluid out of this. Okay. Here's just a close-up of the plug I put on the line that goes to the back of the car. So a little kit here, I will link this little plug kit in the description of the video. If you wanna buy it through me, great. If not, no worries at all. Let's go drain this out. All right, next, I went ahead and pretty much pulled this hydraulic line out. I zip tied it to the frame of my lift, and it's going into a catch bin. So right now, I'm gonna go open the car. I'm gonna grab my key, and we're gonna go turn just the accessories on. Okay. Ugh. Okay, and now we're gonna go turn the wheel left, right, and while we're doing that, we're gonna make sure this is full of fluid so this pump never runs dry. And we're gonna do that until this fluid runs clean. We are gonna be using Pentosan CHF 202. I will link this in the description of the video. Get yourself a funnel and go ahead and pour this in. You'll see how nice mint clear green this is. Let's go fill this up. Okay, so right now we're going to turn the wheel left and right. All the way to the left. All the way to the right. Check our fluid level in the back. Pretty much went dry. So we're going to add some more. So all the way to the right. All the way to the left. Check our fluid level in the back. Still looking pretty good. But I'll top it up. Okay, so all the way to the right. All the way to the left. Check our fluid level in the back. I would say for every left and right of the steering wheel, probably add some more fluid in the back. All right, back to the right. And to the left. Check our fluid level. To the right. I'm going to go check on the quality of the fluid. I'm going to do that by putting a bottle in here. See what's coming out as. All right. Still super nasty. So we're going to keep flushing this until this turns mint green. I'll come back to you guys. All right, guys, at this point, I've gone through one container of the power steering fluid, so hopefully you can see right here how it's kind of running as a light green. So it's looking a lot better than how we originally started. I'll show you real quick what this bottle looks like. Okay. Pretty it's dark. So this is how kind of got started out. Now, I'll show you what we're currently pumping through this. So pump here. There you go. Look at that. It's looking real nice. Okay. Pour this out. A lot better. I have one more can left, so I'm gonna do this for one more can while I'm in here. So if I were to make a recommendation to you guys, I'd get 3 cans of the CHF so you can properly flush your system here. Okay, so we are back under the car. Our draining exercise has finished. At this point, we need to go and connect the lines back together. So what I'm going to do is take my power steering line right here. I'm going to go unplug this. I feel a little bit of a mess. Push this back together as best I can. Do it quick. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to go and snug this down with my 2 wrenches. Okay, I just snugged it. I'm not going to go over tighten this. We'll just make it, there you go, a little snug. Go wipe this up. There is a little trim piece that needs to be reinstalled. See if I can show it to you guys. This little clip right here. This goes on the back side of this nut. That prevents the nut from backing off. We're going to go reconnect here, reconnect right here. Okay, we're going to go reconnect right here, reconnect here, reconnect back here. We're also going to go to the back of the car. We're going to go check our fluid level right here. This needs to be cold. So we'll go dry that off. You can see on there maybe it says cold. So let's go top that up, make sure we're all good in the fluid, and on to the next step. All right, so at this point, you're going to go ahead and turn the car on, the engine. What you want to have is the power steering pump, which is belt driven. You want that to run, circulate a bit. You know, while the car is idling, go ahead and turn the wheel left, turn it right, and then you can go and turn the car off. Come back here, pull this dipstick up, check your fluid level, make sure it's the right quantity. If there's too much in there, you can use a turkey baster or a vacuum tool to suck it out. If there's too little, you can add some in. What you don't want to happen is let this run dry. So I, again, would advise that you do kind of like a garage test where you just kind of let the car idle, let that power steering pump run, and go check your fluids, and you're good to go. Hope this helps somebody out. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.